staan hier met meneer Rolf Liland van het Noorse Luchtvaartmuseum en ook voorzitter van de Veteranenassociatie van het 332e squadron van de Noorse luchtmacht. En dat is namelijk het squadron waar Rolf Arne Berg voor vloog. Welcome here in the Netherlands. Welcome at this special occasion to dedicate the plaquette for Mr. Rolf Arne Berg. Could you tell us something about your association with him and why is it that you are here today?
My official connection is as the director of the Aviation Museum in Norway and also as the chairman of the Veteran Association of the 331 Squadron, of which he was a squadron commander at one time during the war. My unofficial connection is that as a young pilot in that squadron I learned about the history about Rolf Arne Berg, and I also met some of his colleagues, the pilots in his squadron, who were actually flying with him on that day, and they told me about him as a pilot and as a commander and as a person. So I feel a strong connection, and in that way it's also very special for me and for the squadron and the museum that you here in Holland are commemorating his memory in such a fantastic way.
Well, we're very happy to have you here today because at first we weren't really aware of the position of Mr. Berg, because we thought, well, he was a pilot and of course felt a grief for his succumbing here. In fact, right on the farm here behind us, we were on the spot where it all happened and decided to have a ceremony for this, and well, we were quite surprised by the very large attendance of the Norwegian side.
Well, as I mentioned, we appreciate the connection between Holland and Norway, and we appreciate the fact that actually his memory is alive here. And I have to mention that today, in a few hours, there will be a ceremony also in his hometown in Norway with the mayor and also relatives, living relatives of Rolf Arne Berg will be attending. And the mayor has sent with me her regards to your historical society, and mayor, with thanks for everything that you are doing.
Yeah. Also, your museum, does it have a special place dedicated to Mr. Berg?
We do that in our museum in the military part, which officially belongs to the Defense Ministry of Norway. Okay. We have a Spitfire, which has flown during the Second World War. And next to the exhibition with the Spitfire, with the pilots and the squadron mascot, a dog and a goat actually that follow them through Europe.
Okay.
There is a small exhibition with some tin cups. And these tin cups have a very special significance because when a pilot came to the squadron, he would receive a personal cup to hang in the bar, to have a glass of beer or after flying and to calm the nerves, or to be social, and people got to keep them after the war. But the pilots who lost their lives, the squadron kept the cups, and they engraved the name and the date they came to the squadron and the day they passed away or disappeared in combat. Now the squadron has kept all those cups over the years, and every time a pilot of the squadron goes out to fly, he is passing the cups, he or she today are passing the cups with the historical names of many of the pilots. Rolf Arne Berg's cup and a few other are lent to the museum in a small exhibit, and just a few days ago we photo scanned it three-dimensionally, so we are sending you guys the link to that one.
Oh, that would be excellent, yeah.
And we have also found, and we are trying to release the personal letter sent by Hjalmar Larsen, who was the commander of the Air Force. He was also a polar explorer with Roald Amundsen and a known figure. His letter to the parents of Rolf Arne Berg just a few months after the end of the war, telling about how he was and what happened and stuff. So we are trying to release that and also translate it for you to have here.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to receiving that, especially in the Historical Society. That's a good link. Today you received also a small gift from the Den boys who got a piece of the plane. You have any plans for that?
It's a small gift physically, but it's an enormous gift emotionally and historically. And the two pieces of plexiglass that you mentioned that are from the cockpit canopy cover, most probably, of his Spitfire. As was mentioned during the speeches today, that was the last window that Wing Commander Berg looked through, actually, as he rolled in and looked at this area where we are standing now. We will take it to the museum. We will make sure it's registered officially in the records. We will get from all the stories behind it and with the names of the people who have kept it and made the symbols of it. And it will go both on a physical and a digital exhibition with us. And we will also send these copies to the squadron today. We have two young pilots with us today from the squadron. And they are bringing back a report from this event to their comrades at Øland. And they will also get this information for their scrapbook and their historical commemorative section.
Excellent, yeah. I understand that they will have a toast on Pilot Berg, Wing Commander, I should say.
Yes, sir. And I can't make commercials on television, but the beer tower serves beer with the name of a well-known British fighter plane from the Second World War.
All right. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And the nice thing is we don't have to go physically to the museum because you'll be sending us the digital versions. We're looking forward to receive them and maybe get a physical visit to the museum in
Bodø. It's in North Norway, and we would look forward to welcome all of you to Bodø. We have the midnight sun in the summer, and
that's very tempting.
Sunshine, and the air is clean and that. But the historical events that we have in common from the Second World War, and also from a period in the Cold War in NATO, are quite many touching points there.
Yeah, that keeps on going.
Yes.
We won't go into politics now, but that's, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.